Before you take another magnesium supplement, stop right now. I need to tell you something very important before you swallow another one of those pills. Did you even know that magnesium is involved in over 300 reactions in your body? Yes, studies show that up to 80% of people don't get enough of this vital mineral. I know I am one of them. Maybe you are too. But here's what worries me the most. While magnesium can be incredibly beneficial, taking it incorrectly can actually be very dangerous. A health provider friend of mine told me that he reviewed countless medical studies and saw too many people make preventable mistakes with magnesium. And these are mistakes that led to serious consequences. He even indicated things like kidney problems, breathing difficulties, and even heart complications. That's why today I'm going to give you everything you need to know about magnesium supplements, the good, the bad, and most importantly, how to use them safely. I got all the tea from my friend and I'm spilling it all in this video. By the time I'm done, you're going to know exactly who should take magnesium, who shouldn't, how much to take, and what warning signs to watch out for. I'm Cheryl from Nature's Healing Corner, and I'm here today to tell you and to help you make informed, safe choices about your health. Let's get right into the meat of the matter. I hope you're ready. And we're going to start with the first crucial question. Do you actually need magnesium supplements? Many people are taking magnesium without knowing if they really need it or not. So let me give you the clear signs of when your body is crying out for more magnesium. The first major sign that you need magnesium is muscle problems. Have you ever been lying in bed, I should say, just about to fall asleep, when suddenly your calf muscle just seizes up in the most painful cramp? Or maybe your eyelid won't stop twitching no matter what you do. These could be signs that your body is crying out for magnesium. Whether you believe it or not, that's true. You see, magnesium acts like a natural calming agent for your nerves. When you don't have enough, your nerves become overexcited. Think of them like live electric wires that cannot turn off. This leads to muscle cramps, twitching, numbness, and that tingling sensation in your hands and your feet. But it's not just about cramping. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel weak when you walk, or that you can't seem to find the strength that you used to have? Magnesium is essential for energy production in your muscles. And without it, your muscles literally cannot access the energy they need to work properly. So that's why you're having those sensations. The second major sign is stress and also emotional problems. Here's something that might surprise you. Stress does not just affect your mind. It actually depletes your body's magnesium storage. And this creates a vicious cycle that many people don't even realize they're stuck in. When you're stressed, your body goes into what I call the fight or flight mode. Your sympathetic nervous system kicks into overdrive, and your body starts demanding more magnesium just to cope. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol, and adrenaline actually make your kidneys dump magnesium through your urine. So stress uses up your magnesium, and low magnesium makes you more stressed. It's like being caught in quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. If you find yourself feeling anxious, irritable, or lying awake at night with your mind racing, magnesium might be the missing piece of your puzzle. The third group that needs magnesium is older adults. As we age, our digestive system doesn't work as efficiently as it used to. Your stomach produces less acid. And you know what that means? It means that the magnesium in your food does not dissolve properly. Your intestines also become less efficient at absorbing nutrients. So even if magnesium does dissolve, less of it makes it into your bloodstream. On top of that, many older adults eat less of the magnesium-rich foods that they need, like leafy vegetables, whole grains, and nuts, either because they're harder to chew and also to digest, or simply because their appetite has decreased as they age. This double hit of poor absorption and reduced intake makes magnesium deficiency extremely common in people over the age of 60. If you have digestive problems like acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, or inflammatory bowel disease, you're also at high risk because these conditions interfere with your body's ability to absorb nutrients properly, nutrients like magnesium. The fourth group includes people taking certain common medications. For example, if you're taking diuretics, those water pills that they used to treat high blood pressure and heart problems, you need to pay special attention to magnesium. These medications work by making you urinate more, but they don't just remove excess water. They flush out magnesium along with the water, potentially leaving you deficient and dehydrated. The same goes for acid-blocking medications called proton pump inhibitors. If you're taking drugs like omeprazole for heartburn or ulcers, you're reducing the stomach acid needed to properly absorb the magnesium. Over time, this can lead to deficiency even if you're eating magnesium-rich foods. Just so you know, the fifth group that often needs extra magnesium is people with diabetes. Here's what happens. When your blood sugar is high, your kidneys work overtime to remove the excess glucose through your urine. Unfortunately, magnesium gets swept out along with the sugar. Making matters worse, when you take insulin, it doesn't just move sugar into your cells, it pulls magnesium along with it as well. This can temporarily lower the magnesium levels in your blood. Since magnesium is crucial for insulin to work properly, a deficiency can make your blood sugar control even worse. Now, it's going to create another vicious cycle. However, and this is important, if you have diabetic kidney disease, you need to be extra careful. Damaged kidneys cannot remove excess magnesium efficiently. So taking magnesium supplements could be dangerous for you. So you should always check with your doctor first. Now, let's look at other groups. If you drink alcohol regularly, you also need more magnesium. Alcohol interferes with magnesium absorption in your intestines and increases how much you lose through urination. Even moderate drinking can gradually deplete your magnesium storage. I guess we could say over time. People who exercise intensively or work in hot environments also lose significant amounts of magnesium through sweat. If you're a construction worker, an athlete, or someone who sweats heavily on a regular basis, you're literally losing magnesium through your skin and through your sweat by sweating. If you have high blood pressure, magnesium supplementation might help. Magnesium works like a natural muscle relaxer for your blood vessels. So when your arteries and veins are more relaxed, blood can flow more easily. That's just how it works. And that reduces the pressure on your cardiovascular system. All right? For most people living in industrialized countries, there's another hidden reason to consider magnesium supplements. Modern farming has depleted the magnesium content in our soil, which means the foods that we eat today contain significantly less magnesium than the same foods our ancestors used to eat 50 years ago. If your diet does not regularly include dark leafy greens, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and beans, you're probably not getting enough magnesium from the food that you're eating. No, you probably have to take supplements along with that. Now, let's talk about how much magnesium is enough or how much you need. For the average person, taking 100 to 200 milligrams of magnesium daily is generally safe and beneficial. If you have symptoms of deficiency, you might need more than 200, 100, or 200 milligrams, but never exceed 350 milligrams per day from supplements unless you're working with a healthcare provider. Now let's talk about the forms of magnesium that actually work, because not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate are the highly absorbable forms that are gentle on your stomach. You should avoid magnesium oxide at all costs, unless you're specifically trying to relieve constipation. It's poorly absorbed and it acts more like a laxative than a nutritional supplement. Now, let's talk about who should not take magnesium. There are people who should never take magnesium supplements. And if you fall into one of these categories, this information could save your life. Now let's go through the warning for those specific people. The first group that must avoid magnesium supplements at all costs is people with kidney problems. Your kidneys are responsible for removing excess magnesium from your body. If your kidneys aren't working properly, magnesium can build up to toxic levels in your bloodstream, a condition called hypermagnesemia. Sorry, my pronunciation might be a little off, but I'm going to spell it right there on the screen somewhere or right below here. Now, early signs of magnesium toxicity include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. But as levels continue to rise, you might experience muscle weakness, low blood pressure, difficulty breathing, and irregular heartbeat. In severe cases, though, magnesium toxicity can cause your heart to stop beating entirely. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old woman with mild kidney disease. She had been struggling with constipation, and she read online that magnesium could help. What she didn't realize was that her kidneys could not properly clear the magnesium from her system. After just 5 days of taking the supplement, she started feeling nauseated and unusually tired. She thought she was coming down with the flu. That's what she thought. But when her daughter insisted on taking her to the doctor, the blood test revealed dangerously high magnesium levels. Margaret had to be hospitalized to flush out the excess magnesium from her entire system. If you have any degree of kidney disease or kidney failure, do not take magnesium supplements without direct medical supervision. And that's a warning. I hope you're getting value from this video so far. I'm not done yet. I have more to cover, so please stick with me until the end because this is important. Your health depends on it. Let's continue. The second group is people with very low blood pressure. Since magnesium relaxes the blood vessels and naturally lowers blood pressure, those who already have hypertension may see their blood pressure drop to dangerously low levels. This can trigger dizziness, fainting, or falls, a serious risk for older adults in particular. Here's what happened to Robert. He was 69 years old. He was a retiree. His blood pressure was already on the low side at around 110/65. He started taking magnesium after hearing it was good for muscle cramps. On his third day, he got up from his morning coffee and immediately felt the room spinning. He grabbed onto the kitchen counter just in time to prevent a fall. His wife took his blood pressure, and it had dropped to 85 over 55. That's dangerously low. When they called his doctor and mentioned the new magnesium supplement that he was taking, the doctor immediately told him to stop taking it right away. Within 2 days, Robert's blood pressure returned to normal, and the dizziness that he was having, it disappeared. The third group includes people with slow heart rate or heart rhythm disorders. If you have conditions like bradycardia or something called heart block, magnesium supplements could make them worse. Magnesium can further slow the electrical signals in your heart, potentially leading to severe arrhythmia or even cardiac arrest in extreme cases. That's how dangerous it is. Think about what happened to Frank, a 75-year-old man who already had a naturally slow heart rate of about 55 beats per minute. His doctor was monitoring this, but it wasn't severe enough to require treatment. Frank decided to start taking magnesium for better sleep after reading about its benefits online. Within a week, he noticed he felt unusually weak during his daily walks. And when he went for his regular checkup, his doctor found his heart rate had dropped to just 42 beats per minute. The magnesium was making his already slow heartbeat even slower. His doctor immediately discontinued the supplement, and Frank's heart rate gradually returned to its baseline. The fourth group includes people taking certain medications. Magnesium can strongly interact with a number of drugs. Let me break them down. The most important ones. First, antibiotics like tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones. Magnesium binds to them in the stomach, blocking absorption and reducing effectiveness. Always separate doses of each by at least 2 hours. Here's a perfect example. Linda was prescribed antibiotics for a urinary tract infection. She had been taking magnesium with her breakfast every single morning for months. What she didn't realize was that the magnesium was preventing her antibiotic from being absorbed properly. After a full course of antibiotics, her infection was not clearing up. So her pharmacist asked about all her supplements that she was taking and immediately spotted the problem. Second is muscle relaxants. Since magnesium has muscle relaxing effects on its own, combining the two can dangerously lower both blood pressure and your heart rate. Third, cardiac glycosides used for heart failure. These drugs like digoxin help the heart pump more strongly and control its rhythm. But if you take magnesium together with them, magnesium can change how the drug is absorbed and used in your body. This may lower the drug's effect or make its action unpredictable. This can also reduce safety and even increase the risk of heart rhythm problems. Take the case of Dorothy, an 81-year-old woman on digoxin for her heart condition. Her levels were carefully monitored and stable for years. When she added a magnesium supplement to her medication because she had leg cramps, her next blood test showed her digoxin levels had become unpredictable. Some days they were too low, and other days they were too high. Her cardiologist had to spend weeks readjusting her medication until they realized the magnesium was the culprit. Once they coordinated the timing of both supplements properly, her heart medication became stable again. Now, don't worry about my pronunciation. I'm trying, yeah. It's time to talk about the critical rules not taking magnesium safely and effectively. First, you're going to be careful about combining magnesium with high-dose vitamin D supplements. While magnesium is necessary for vitamin D to work properly in your body, taking large amounts of vitamin D, I guess more than 4,000 IUS daily, can actually deplete your magnesium storage. If you're taking high dose vitamin D, make sure that you're getting adequate magnesium. But don't assume that more is always better, because sometimes it's not. Second, you should understand that blood tests can be misleading when it comes to magnesium. Only about 1% of your body's magnesium circulates in your blood. The rest is stored in your bones, your muscles, and cells, where blood tests cannot detect it. Your body works hard to keep blood magnesium levels stable, even if you're deficient everywhere else in your body. This means that you could have normal blood magnesium levels, but still be deficient where it counts. Let that sink in. So instead of relying solely on blood tests, pay attention to symptoms like muscle twitching and muscle weakness, numbness and tingling in your hands and your feet and your eyes, heart palpitations, anxiety and poor sleep, fatigue. Yes, you make sure you pay attention. Third, you're going to pay attention to the balance between calcium and magnesium. If you're taking calcium supplements but no magnesium, you might be setting yourself up for problems. Without adequate magnesium, excess calcium can deposit in the wrong places, potentially contributing to kidney stones and hardening of the arteries. A good general ratio is about 2 parts calcium to 1 part magnesium. Fourth, be mindful of your caffeine intake and your alcohol intake. Both substances increase magnesium loss to your kidneys. So if you're a regular coffee drinker or you enjoy alcoholic beverages, you need to be more consistent with magnesium supplementation so that you can counteract these losses. Fifth, do not take large doses of magnesium on an empty stomach. This is a recipe for digestive upset, and this includes diarrhea, stomach cramps, and nausea. Instead, split your dose throughout the day and take it with meals. This not only reduces side effects, but it actually improves the absorption of the magnesium in your body. Here's the proper way to start magnesium supplementation. Begin with a low dose, around 100 milligrams daily, and take it with dinner. This allows you to gauge how your body responds without overwhelming your digestive system. If you tolerate this well enough after a week of taking it, you can gradually increase to 200 milligrams daily, splitting it between morning and evening doses. Choose magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate for the best absorption and the fewest side effects. Take each dose with food that contains some healthy fats, as this can improve absorption. Avoid taking magnesium with high fiber meals or even drinks, as fiber can interfere with absorption, just so you know. Remember that magnesium supplementation is most effective when it's combined with a healthy overall lifestyle. That is also important. No supplement can overcome diet full of processed foods, excessive sugar, and chronic stress. Think of magnesium as one important piece of your health puzzle. It's not a magic bullet that fixes everything all at once. Now, it's your turn. Have you experienced any of the signs of magnesium deficiency that I discussed so far? Or do you have concerns about whether magnesium supplementation is right for your situation? Share your questions and experience and even your comments in below. I would love to hear it. I read every single one and I'm here to help. And if you want to go even deeper into natural healing and supporting your body, I've created a comprehensive guide called Healing Over 40 Using Natural Remedies. It covers magnesium and so much more. Everything that you need to lead a healthy lifestyle naturally. You can grab it from the link in the description below. You'll be glad that you got it. Trust me. And also, I invite you to join my Facebook community called Take Back Your Health Naturally when you're over 40. It's a safe, supportive space where we share natural remedies, meal ideas, and encourage each other on this healing journey. The link will also be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. And if this video helped you in any way to understand magnesium better and to avoid potentially serious mistakes, please hit the like button below and share this video with your friends and your family. I'm sure they would appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you never miss another video on this channel. Remember, you're not broken, you're healing. One natural choice at a time. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and take care of your health. Yes, your body will thank you.